From the ancient Australian landmark Uluru to Stonehenge discovered in the Amazon, here are 12 strange and unusual locations. This is Mystery Mondays. Okay, the list is just ahead, but first we want to recognize Heather Strand. She says, "Hey, I love your videos, I watch them all the time, and I get to learn new things." Well, you're very welcome there, Heather. We like learning new things as well, so we're more than happy to drop the knowledge, as they say. Thanks to you and all our subscribers for watching, and cheers! Number 12, the Wave. Now this unique formation is thought to be around 190 million years old and is made of sand dunes that turned into rock over the ages. The horizontal and vertical layers came about as the result of the sand dunes arranged on top of one another and then solidified by calcium salt deposits. While the result appears like something you might find in the Martian landscape, it is a terrestrial phenomenon, but it's hidden deep within the Vermilion Cliffs wilderness area of the Arizona desert. Salar de Uyuni. This location in Bolivia is one of the flattest regions on Earth. Now, it sure looks like the fella in the picture is walking on water, right? But it's only an optical illusion. That amazing illusion of a mirror image is created when a thin layer of water covers the salt flats during the rainy season. At more than 4,000 square miles, these are the largest salt flats in the world. Whalebone Alley. A remote location in Siberia has become a popular hotspot for tourists. Tigran Island contains the bones of bowhead whales standing upright in the ground and running parallel along the northern shoreline for some 1,800 feet. Archaeologists who discovered the strange formation in 1976 nicknamed it Whalebone Alley and estimated it to be around 600 years old. It consists of carefully arranged whale bones and skulls, as well as many pits used for storing meat. Experts think the site was used for sporting contests and for various rituals. Rego Grande. In the late 19th century, a mysterious stone circle was discovered in Brazil, but excavations didn't begin until 2005. Named after a nearby stream, Rego Grande is a megalithic circle comprised of 127 granite blocks. Each one weighs several tons and stands up to 14 feet tall. Nicknamed the Amazon Stonehenge, experts think the location may have been used for various ancient rituals or for astronomical observations, because the irregularly shaped stones have an arrangement that seems to coincide with the winter solstice. Researchers place the age of Rego Grande as predating the European colonization of the Americas, or around 1,000 years old. Eye of the Sahara. More formally known as the Richat structure, this is a unique geological feature that almost seems to hide in plain sight, at ground level anyway. The strange formation truly becomes apparent when viewed from above. Measuring some 25 miles across, its appearance is so distinctive from space that it's become a landmark for NASA space missions. The structure is found in the Western Sahara Desert of Mauritania, and experts still are not 100% agreed on exactly what it is. Some theories suggest it's an impact crater left from asteroids crashing into the Earth. Other theories speculate the spherical shape and concentric rings resulted from a volcanic eruption or from a large rock that withered down over the ages. Some sources estimate its age at around 100 million years old and regard it as a deeply eroded geologic dome. Even so, it still remains a mystery. Boiling River. A researcher named Andres Russo heard a legend about a river deep in the Amazon that was so hot it actually boiled. Experts thought it was unlikely to exist because such a river would need a huge amount of geothermal heat, and there aren't any active volcanoes located near the Amazon basin. After extensive research and exploration, Mr. Russo did eventually find that the legend was true. Deep in the Peruvian Amazon, he found the Mayantuyacu River, which stretches about 4 miles long, and if you dip your hand in that river, the water is hot enough to give you a third-degree burn in less than a second, and falling in would kill you. The seemingly impossible phenomenon occurs thanks to arteries and faults running through the earth that contain scalding water. When such arteries occur close to the surface, it results in geothermal manifestations like hot springs, or in this case, a boiling river. Skeleton Lake. Located at an altitude of more than 16,000 feet, this glacial lake is locally known as Rupkund and is found in a state of India. The snow-covered mountains and rocky glaciers make the region a popular trekking destination, but the lake measures only about 6.5 feet deep, yet it's become known for the human skeletons strewn about the area. When the snow melts, the remains can clearly be seen through the water at the bottom of the lake. Researchers have concluded the remains date back to the 9th century and likely belong to a group of pilgrims that were killed during a violent hailstorm in the area. The skeletal remains of more than 300 people have been recovered to date. Flat-topped mountain. Mount Roraima is located at a triple border of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana, and it rises more than 9,000 feet. Now you can get an idea of its enormity in these pictures. As you see, the majestic rock formation pierces the clouds. You can also see what makes this mountain so unique. It appears to be completely flat-topped. It's known as a table-topped mountain, or tepui, and it's the highest such mountain in the country. It's also said to be one of the world's oldest geological formations, thought to date back around some 2 billion years to the Precambrian. The massive formation was initially described by Sir Walter Raleigh during an expedition in 1595, but the mountain held a special significance to indigenous peoples of the region long before that, and it's said to be central to many of their myths and legends. An underwater vortex. Mauritius is an island nation located in the Indian Ocean, about 1,200 miles off the coast of Africa. Arab sailors are said to have been the first to visit the island around 975 AD, and since then, Mauritius has been colonized by the Portuguese, French, British, and Dutch. While it's still likely best known for being the only recognized home of the extinct dodo, an amazing underwater vortex located off the island's coast. Now, taking a look at some of the pictures, it's difficult to believe the phenomenon is actually just an optical illusion. Experts say the illusion is caused by a buildup of silt and sand deposits along the coast. The apparent vortex can only be discerned when looking from a bird's eye view, and it even shows up on Google Maps. The Petrified Lake. Lake Natron in Tanzania is another body of water that can reach scalding temperatures. Experts say over 100 degrees Fahrenheit is not uncommon. The water is highly alkaline, meaning that the lake is mostly inhospitable to life, aside from certain bacteria and algae which contribute to the water's red and orange coloration. The lake is also known for serving as a kind of graveyard to many animals. Along the shoreline can be found the calcified corpses of critters ranging from birds to bats. Bizarre images of the preserved animals were captured by photographer Nick Brandt, who said the lake's reflective surface may have disoriented the animals and caused them to crash into the water. As they dried, the remains would be calcified and perfectly preserved. In the pictures, the animals have such minute detail that they almost appear to be the work of a sculptor. The door to hell. Now, if you ever need to make a journey to hell, we know where to find the entrance. It's in Derwish, Turkmenistan, and it was actually created by accident in 1971. Soviet engineers identified the site as a potentially huge oil field, but while drilling for oil, they hit one of the largest reserves of natural gas in the world. To prevent poisonous fumes from the cavern endangering nearby towns, a decision was made to burn off the gas. That process was expected to last for a couple of weeks, but after more than 40 years, the fire is burning as hot as ever. The huge natural gas crater became known as the Door to Hell and has since become a hot ticket for tourists. Uluru. It's also known as Ayers Rock, and it's recognized as one of Australia's most iconic landmarks. It's sometimes described as monolithic, although it's more technically referred to as an Inselberg, or island mountain, that is, an isolated hill or small mountain that rises abruptly from surrounding flatlands. The area surrounding Uluru contains springs, rock caves, and ancient paintings. Some unique footage of the location was taken by a drone in 2016 that literally offers a new perspective, several really, of the ancient location. The bird's eye view offers a look at the landscape's unusual contouring, and you can also make out features like cascading waterholes on the side of the rock. While Uluru was first mapped by Europeans in the early 1870s, experts think the area was settled by humans more than 10,000 years ago. It's thought to be around 600 million years old. And did you know its tallest point rises higher than the Eiffel Tower at more than 1,100 feet? But the formation itself is thought to reach down more than 3.5 miles underground. This is Mystery Mondays.